Hello, welcome to this tutorial. You're welcome to this tutorial. You're welcome to this demonstration on how to use the school management system. So when you try to access the school management system, this is the first place you're going to land. So as you see, this is the landing page. So we have three segments here. We have administrator login. So if you're a school owner or you're in charge of a school, you're going to use this dashboard to log in, okay? Then if you're a teacher and you want to log in, you're going to use this. Then if you're a student and you want to log in and check your results, you're going to use this, okay? So in this demonstration, we are going to focus on the admin's dashboards. That is the proprietor's dashboard, the school owner's dashboard, or the school admin's dashboard, the person that is in charge of the school. Okay, the person that is managing the school's online portal. So we are going to click in now. You can see the button login as admin. That is what I'm going to click. So let me click on it. Follow my cursor. So I just clicked on it. So after clicking on it, it will bring you to this dashboard. So here is the login portal, okay? So once you sign up with this service, you're going to be given a username and a password that you're going to use to access your own school's portal, okay? So you're going to be given a username and a password. So for this demonstration, I have a school that I just created. It's not a real school, but I'm going to use it to show you how to navigate this particular platform. So the username of the school, we're going to log in. I just quickly entered it. And the name of the school is Brilliant Academy. It's a school that I just conjured. So Brilliant Academy is the name of the school. And as you can see, it's a new school like every other school. Once you sign in as a new school, you're not going to have any students and you're not going to have any teachers. So the students and the teachers segment is 0, 0 because you haven't really added anything, you just logged in. Okay, but as you add teachers and as you add students, the numbers are going to reflect here. If you add a student, it's going to reflect here. If you add a teacher, it's going to reflect here. Currently, we are at 0, 0 because it's a new school. That is what you're going to see as a new school once you log into the system because you're just new. You're going to see 0 students, 0 teachers. Now let us go through the entire admin dashboard. Okay, that is what we are going to go through now, the entire admin dashboard. So I'm going to take you by the hand and explain to a certain detail each segment. So the first segment we have here is the user management. That is the user management, that is the admin management, the structure of the school. That is where you're going to manage that structure. So here we have under user management, we have the first tab, which is add teacher. So when you click on this add teacher, it will enable you to add teachers to your school. And by that, we mean form teachers, teachers that are going to handle the exams, teachers that are going to handle the exams. For instance, a teacher can be assigned to handle SS2. So if you click on add teacher, you're going to add the teachers. Okay. Now we have view teachers. So the teachers you have added, you're going to assign them. You're going to view them. Okay. So you have teachers will be added using this tab, and teachers will be viewed when you click on this tab. Okay, view teachers. The next one there is add student. So as a new portal, you're going to start by adding your students. So when you click on add student, it's going to enable you to add a student's profile. That is the student's name, his address, contact phone numbers, parents, details, his medical history, everything will be added here, his date of birth, and that is where you're going to also create the username and password that the school, that the student is going to use to access his or her portal. Okay. Now we have the next one there is view students. So when you click on view students, you're going to view all the students in your school. It will enable you to view them, okay? And there is also a filter that will enable you to filter a particular student if you're searching for that student. So with view students, you're going to view the students in your school. Now we have enroll students. So enroll students enables you to enroll students to classes. So after adding the students, the next thing is to enroll them. So add student enables you to add student, then enroll students will enable you to enroll students to various classes. So you come there, you enroll a particular student, and you say this student is in from SS1, this student is in primary 4, this student is in JSS 3. So this will enable you to enroll them, okay? Now, the next one we have there is assign teachers. So here is where you come to assign teachers to handle certain classes as form teachers or class teachers. I don't know what you people call them, but I know that most people refer to them as form teachers. That is the teachers that handle a particular class and compose their results. Okay. Then the next one is here that you come and you, from the list of teachers that you have added here, add teacher, you come here and you assign them. You can assign a number of them, not all of them, a number of them that you want to handle certain classes for you and compute results and all that as form teachers. So this is where you do that. Then the next one we have here is promote students. You know, at the end of a particular term, students are promoted. So this tab here enables you to do that, to promote students from one particular class to the next, from one particular class in a particular academic session to the next class, say from JSS 1 to JSS 2. This tab enables you to do that, okay? So the next one we have there is graduate students. So at the end of students will keep moving from one class to the other, and you do that with the promote students tab. Then when they get to primary 6, I don't know, you can now graduate them, or SS3, you can now graduate them. So this will enable you to do that, the graduate students. Okay, so the graduate students tab enables you to graduate students from your school. Okay, so they are done with a particular expectation. Maybe they are done with their nursery, or they are done with their primary, or they are done with their secondary. You can now graduate them. Okay, I know all schools do graduation, so this will enable you to graduate them and send them forth. Now, after you have graduated them, you will now be able to view them in the alumni. So this is view alumni. So when you graduate students, they enter into the alumni section. So you still have your students, but they will no longer be active in the school database. You have graduated them, but you have moved them to the alumni community. So this is the alumni community here. So when you graduate them, you move them to the alumni section. And the alumni section enables you to view students that you have graduated over the years, the class they were before you graduated them, the academic session, when they were graduated, the year and everything, okay? So it will enable you to stay in touch with your students. Their data will still be there, their profile, everything will still be there, okay? So you can easily reach out to them. If you have a alumni community, you can use this to monitor them and all that. So you don't really graduate your students and lose touch with them. No, everything is documented and you still have access. If you want to go and view your alumni, you come here and you view your alumni, okay? So that is it for that particular segment. Now we have the next segment, which is academic management. Follow my cursor, academic management. That is the segment that is in the middle, okay? Academic management. Now, in this particular segment, we run everything step by step. So the first tab there is add and view classes. So as a school, your dashboard is empty, everything is empty. It's now left for you to say, I have these particular classes, in my school. I have primary or I have basic. The system is very flexible for you to name your classes whatever you want. If you name your classes reception, you come here, you still name them the same thing, reception. If you name them basic, you still come here and you name them basic. If you call your classes primary, you come back here and you still name them primary. If you call them nursery, you come back here and still name them nursery. So the system is such that the naming system is very, very friendly. Whatever you use in your school, it is not rigid. You can come back here and you still continue with that for the sake of familiarity and everything. So it's a very, very wonderful thing that we added to enable schools to retain their naming system. Okay, so you come here and you say add or view classes. So if you click on it, it will enable you to add classes, okay, to your school. Then the next one there, after that one, is manage sessions. This enables you to add the session, okay? Say, what session are you in? You click on it and you say if it's 2024-2025 academic session, you come here and you just name it 2024/2025. Okay, so that is what you're going to use that particular tab for. Is for naming and managing sessions. So if you have a couple of sessions, you can choose a particular session that you want to be active and you activate it. When we go in depth, you're going to see all these things. So the next one there is manage terms. Manage terms enables you to manage the term in a particular academic session. So if it's first term, you come here and you select first term and say this first term is active. But mind you, as a new school, everything will be empty. It's left for you to now add them. Okay. So you come here, you add first term, you add second term, you add third term. Okay. So whichever term that is active, you can also set it as active. Okay, so that it will enable you to compute results and every other thing and manage that particular term in that particular session. Okay, so the next one we have there is manage subjects. So this will enable you to add all the subjects you offer in your school. Okay, so the manage subjects enables you to do that. So you come here, you add all the subjects for all the classes. So this is where you add all the subjects in your school. You come here and you add all of them. Then the next one after that is assign subjects. After you must have added all the subjects, you come here and you say, okay, let me assign the subjects. And you say SS1, we have these subjects for them. We have physics, chemistry, biology, then JSS2. We have from the subjects that you already added, you can now assign. And you say JSS2, we have civic education, we have Christian religious studies and all that. This is where you do that, okay? You assign those subjects to those individual classes. Then the next one is assign teachers to subjects. Okay, so this is where you come and you assign teachers to subjects. Okay, that is where you do that. Then the next one is, how do I mean by assign teachers to subjects? You say this teacher is going to teach this particular subject. Okay, this teacher is going to handle chemistry. This teacher is going to handle physics. This teacher is going to handle this. This teacher is going to handle this. Okay, this is where you do that. Then the next one we have there is view subject teachers. After you must have assigned them here, you come and you view them. Okay, to monitor what you have already set up, to know if everything is working well, if you set everything up the right way. This is where you do that. The subjects, teachers that you assigned, this is where you're going to view them, okay? It is in this tab. It is with making use of this tab that you're going to do that. Now, the next one after that is set up timetable. What is your school timetable for that particular term? This is where you set it up so that teachers can see, view it, students can also view it, parents can also view it. Okay, so this is where you set up the school timetable. When we go in depth, you're going to be educated on how to do that. Now, the next one after that is manage timetable. So the school timetable that you set up, you can always come and manage them, okay? So you come here, you manage the timetable. Then the next one after that is assign duty roster. So when in your school you assign duty to teachers, okay? So here is where you do it, so that when you assign duty roster, it will appear in the teacher's dashboard. So if a teacher logs in, the teacher will be able to see that so and so is my duty, so and so. So this is where you do that, assign duty roster, okay? It will be visible to teachers. Now, the next one is view duty roster. After assigning them, you should also have the opportunity to view what you have already assigned. So this enables you to do that. Then the next one after that is create exam timetable. So during exam, you come here and you create the exam timetable so that students can easily view the exam timetable at home. If they are confused and they have forgotten the timetable, they just use their devices, maybe their parents' phone and all that, and they can access the timetable, okay, from anywhere. They don't need to physically be in the school to access the timetable. The timetable is now visible to them from wherever they are. Then view exam timetable. That is, after you must have created the timetable, you can come here and you view the timetable, okay, to make sure that everything is in order. That is why you have that tab which says view exam timetable. When we go in depth, we will be able to understand more, okay? So now, the next segment, which is the final segment here, is the fee management segment. This is a serious issue with schools. Schools find it difficult to monitor payments because of the nature that payments are being made in schools. Most parents don't usually pay all at once. So this particular segment enables the proprietor or the school admin to monitor payments, okay, to track payments with description and everything. So if a parent comes and makes part payment, this will enable you to monitor that, okay? And the system will automatically be collecting whatever is going on. Okay, when we go in depth, you will understand how this works. So we are now in this segment which says fee management. Okay, now the first tab there is set fee structure. So set fee structure enables you to set the fee amount for a particular class in a particular term and in a particular academic session. Let me put it that way. So when a session is starting and when a term is starting, you come here and you say, this is the fee amount for this particular class in this particular term, in this particular session. Okay, so you come there and you set it. So when you set it, it will enable you, the system will register that, and during payment, school fees payment tracking, the system will use that particular fee structure that you set to be able to manage and monitor and record payments for you. Okay, so this will enable you to say goodbye to physical notes and all that. This will enable you to monitor your and track your fee payments neatly without stress. It will take off a lot of weight. Okay, it will enable you to even drop notes on how the payments were made. Okay, it will enable you to drop notes and say, okay, this payment was made on this particular day. It will enable you to track it. It will enable you to remember. Okay, so that is it. When we go in depth, you'll understand. The manage fee structure, it will enable you to manage the structure. Say you have set the fee structure, maybe along the line you say, okay, I made a mistake or this, that, let me come and adjust. So you come here and you make a little adjustment and say, okay, this school fees is no longer this amount for this particular class, it is this. So this is where you do that correction, okay? So record fee payment. So record fee payment is the next one after manage fee structure. And what this does is the system is very intelligent. The system knows the students that are in different classes or in a particular class. So when a parent comes and makes a payment, the system will be able to track the student, bring out the student, you record that payment under that particular student. It will automatically go and it will automatically extract the fee structure for that particular child in that particular class. If a parent made a part payment, the system will subtract that part payment and give you the balance. Okay, and it will also record the mode of payment if the payment was made with cash or POS or check or transfer. The mode of payment will be recorded. There is also provision for notes where you say, okay, this payment was made for you to be able to remember and for the parent to also remember so that there won't be any confusion. This payment was made on a rainy day, so and so. So you just record everything there and it will be clear, okay? And as you're recording here, it is reflecting in the student's dashboard. So whatever you're recording here, the student will also see it. The parent will also see it. So there's no confusion. Okay. Now the next one after that one is view fee balances. So this one automatically calculates the balances. It enables you to, at a glance, view the entire fee structure of your school, who the students that are owing, how much they have paid, all the students. At a glance, you just see everything. Okay, the analytics will help you to view everything at a glance, and you can even query the whole thing and say, okay, I'm looking for this particular child. How much has he or she paid? How much is this particular child owing and all that? So this is what enables you to do that. Okay, so view fee history. View fee history is the next one after view fee balances. This handles specifically the history of the payments, how the payments were made, the amount, everything step by step, mode of payment, everything. This particular tab handles that, okay? Then we have manage fee payment. Okay, so this also takes into account everything that has to do with the fee structure and the fee payments and all that. Each one of them does specific tasks. Okay, so that is it for the admin dashboard. We haven't really gone in depth, but I have explained to a certain extent what each segment does and what each tab does. Okay, so I don't want this video to be too long. I'm going to stop the video here and we'll continue from here next time.